Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad. Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello! Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, Earth and Life Science Day. Week 4 for the second quarter. Sa ating mga mahusay na mga grade 11 and 12 learners, parents, and teachers, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ihanda ng ating puso't isipan para sa panibagong linggo na puno ng ag-amazing na pagkatuto. Dito lamang sa ETUlay Level Up. I'm Tutor Jules from Caybiga High School, Caloocan City. I'm your guide this afternoon. The topic for this day, unifying themes in the study of life. And thank you to DepEd Region 4A, Calabarzon, for providing us and sharing the ADM Earth and Life Science module. For the attendance, don't forget to share our live stream, guys. Mga anak, please don't forget to share our live stream. Then, type the name of your section, location, the name of your school, and the name of your ELS teacher. And please be respectful with your comments. And don't forget to like and share also our Facebook page, the ETUlay ELS with Tutor Tony and Tutor Jules. You can send your question or verifications regarding the lesson anytime. We post the announcement or update or announcement will be posted anytime in that page po. And let us recognize the school students and the teachers who participated last session. Congratulations! #mahusay2. Padre Garcia National High School of Batangas, Inosloban Marawoy Integrated High School, Lipa City, Batangas. San Isidro Integrated High School of Lipa City, Horacio de la Costa High School of Caloocan City, and our ELS partner school in NCR, Visayas, Luzon, and Mindanao. The ELS Teachers of the Week, congratulations to Sir Jerwin A. Gutierrez of Inosloban Marawoy Integrated National High School, SDO Lipa City, Ma'am Chona M. Castillo of San Isidro Integrated High School, SDO Lipa City, Ma'am Florife M. Narag of Tumawini Standalone Senior High School, Isabela. Ma'am Beverly Joy O. Lorenzo of Horacio de la Costa High School, Caloocan City. Sir Einstein Tapalia of Inasloban Marawoy Integrated National High School, Lipa City. Ma'am Ladylin A. Ducay of Padre Garcia National High School, Batangas. And the ELS Students of the Week, congratulations to Sir Colleen M. Pabregas of Grade 11 Humes. Humes D. Pinagkawitan Integrated High School, Lipa City. Under Ma'am Sherilyn J. Lat. Hello, Ma'am Sherilyn. And Cassandra D. Katap of grade 11, Humes D. Pinagkawitan Integrated High School, under Ma'am Lat. And Elizabeth A. Prias of grade 11 Humes from Cabiga High School, Caloocan City, under Ma'am Olermo. And the ELS Top Student of the Week goes to Mark Junre Napoles of grade 11 ADM Edison, Concepcion National High School, Leyte, Sir Rafael N. Radores. Hello, sir. Congratulations din sa'yo, Jen Michael F. Maranya of grade 11 ADM Edison, Concepcion National High School, Leyte, under kay Sir Rafael N. Radores. Mahusay mga ka-ELS. Congratulations. Okay, so to start, let us recall the lesson we took last session. So let's start with this. Identify or fill the term. If you can still remember the terms presented last session. So write number 1, the life science is a collection of blank that is made up of blank and principles that tackles the number 3, and the function of number 4 is starting from the molecular level up to entire ecosystem. So while I'm waiting to your answer, let me check the attendance. Yes, you are there. Kaibiga. Okay, Aurora Senior High School. Who else? Watching from Jones Rural High School. And then Jones, Aurora, and the subject teacher. Concepcion National High School. Okay, Edison, Concepcion National High School, you are there. And Samantha of saan ba si Samantha Martinez? Aurora Senior High School din. So that's the number 1, that is discipline. You are right. Shikina Patigayon, it's discipline. Disciplines. So the life science is a collection of disciplines that is made up. The discipline refers to the those are the information, the knowledge that made up of. So what is next? That is number 2. For number 2, okay, discipline pa rin. Luigi Echevarria, Samantha, Nicole, discipline. Okay, you're right. Elizabeth and Shikina. Okay, let us proceed to number 2. Number 2 is, okay, theories, right? You are right. Mark Junri Napoles, ang bilis. Nalipat na agad. Okay? Made up of theory and principles that tackles the structure. Those are the body structure and function of, we are referring to the living organisms, starting from the molecular level up to enter the ecosystem. Then we review also the, we discuss also the branches of biology. What do you call the branch of science or branch of biology that deals with the study of the microorganism like the virus and bacteria? Okay, ayan, nandyan yung mga theories. Yes, theories and principles. Plural pala yan. Bakit ang nakalagay theory? Okay. So, aayos natin yan mamaya. So, number 1, that is microbiology. For number 2, it is a branch of biology that deals with the study of plants. It is known as botany. And next, the study of animals is known as zoology. Next, we discuss also the evolving concept of life based on the emerging pieces of evidence and the enumerate the characteristic of the living organism, such as they respond to their environment, they grow and develop, they are capable of reproduction, they exhibit metabolism, they maintain homeostasis, and they are made up of cell. By the way, from the Department of Science and Technology, let us support the National Science and Technology Week from November 22 to 28. Okay? With the team Agham at Teknolohiya, tugon sa hamon ng panahon. Meron silang mga program para sa atin, guys. So, the hashtag for this National Science and Technology Week, we have hashtag 2021 NSTW, hashtag DOSC tugon sa hamon, hashtag Science for the People. So, let us support, guys, the National and Science and Technology Week. For the objective for this session, based from the most essential learning competency, describe how unifying teams structure and function, evolution and ecosystems in the study of life, show the connections among living things and how they interact with each other and with their environment. So let us focus on the unifying themes in the study of life. The study of life refers to biology. The biology comprises a number of disciplines, such as the biochemistry and ecology. We enumerate those different disciplines last time. As a wide-ranging and complex science, biologists designed the term the unifying themes. So when we say the unifying themes connect the different subdisciplines that make up biology a science. So unify means to come together, and themes you are referring to the subject that you want to imply. So unifying themes, it is unifying themes connect the different fields of biology. They connect the concept of different fields of biology. So let's have number one. So we have the biological science. In biological science, it's biological system rather. A system, when you say system, it is an organized group of interacting parts. So here we have an example, a body system. The body system, here, a body system includes organs that interact. Here, example, the organs in digestive system. We have also the immune system, the nervous system. And the body perform its function with this digestive system. In broader perspective, the human perform its role in the ecosystem. An ecosystem includes living and non-living things that interact. So based from this illustration, the sunlight play a vital role to the living organism and non-living. There is also a illustration of symbiotic relationship between the human and the tree. So the human release carbon dioxide, which is important to the life for the tree, and then the oxygen release oxygen, which is necessary to support the life of a human. So that is under biological system. It is a group of entity or organs that work together to carry out a particular task. The next is the cellular basis of life. You have learned about this last time. Okay, the living organisms are composed of cells. It is the basic unit of life. So you know the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Eukaryotes evolved based from the cellular theory. The eukaryotes evolved from prokaryotes. So all living organisms, they are made up of cell. And the cell is the basic unit of life. Then second is the interaction with the environment. For number 3, the interaction with the environment, living things cannot live alone. Their survival depends on how they interact with their environment. So there are two components of the ecosystem. We have the biotic and abiotic. The living organisms such as the living things like plants, animals, bacteria, proteins, fungus, these are biotic factors. And then abiotic factors, these are the non-living things, which is important for the survival of the biotic or the living things, such as water, soil, air, light, and minerals. So that is under interaction with the environment. Next, the energy and life. Okay? Living organism use of energy for their metabolic process to obtain their energy. Some living organisms capture the light energy and convert to chemical energy. Example, the plant. Okay? It absorb, it capture the light, then the plant able to prepare, they can prepare their own food. And then, by the way, they are called autotrophs. They can prepare their own food. And the mice, the eagle, the snake, by the way, this is an example of a food chain. And then what else? The grasshopper. Normally, these living organisms use chemical energy stored in the molecules. So they obtain chemical energy from the food. Okay? So the grasshopper eat the plant. So nakuha na niya yung energy. Then the mice eat the grasshoppers. Then the snake eat the mice. They are called heterotrophs. The organism na hindi nakapag produce of their own food, they obtain their energy from the chemical energy, those are called heterotrophs. And the next is the forms and function. Organisms, structures fit with its function. So look at this. Sample here, the structure of a butterfly. A butterfly, like insects, they have 6 legs to hold on to the branches or leaves. And based from the structure, they can fly. Okay? So the butterfly play an important role in the ecosystem. They serve as pollinators and at the same time food to other animals. And what else? Based from their structure, the mouth part, which is known as the proboscis or food tube, it works like a straw. Yan, nakakahaba yan. So, it absorbs nectar of the flower. Then another example of a form and function, an example in plants, ito po, in creeping or vine plants, normally they possess wiry-like structure, a thread-like structure, which is used to support them to climb up. Okay? So, by the way, it is known as tendril. Okay, they are called tendrils. Ayan, mga tendrils, sample ito ay yung kalabasa plant. And in reproduction inheritance, traits of parents are being passed from one generation to the next generation. There are 2 types of reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, one example, we have here the unicellular organism, the one entity divided into 2. Okay? And which is the 2 entities possess the characteristic of that organism. And then another example is the asexual reproduction of Hydra. Hydra they reproduce through the process of budding. So there is an outgrowth bud, okay? And then that outgrowth bud detach, which is almost the same with this organism. And in sweet potatoes propagate through the cuttings. So paano how to propagate sweet potatoes. So just plant the stem, and then after 2 weeks, a couple of weeks, pwede nang magkaroon ng talbos ng kamote. And then for 3 months, you can have sweet potatoes. So those are under asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, there is a formation, or there is a fertilization process wherein it is the fusion of the sex cells or the gametes. The egg cell fertilize the egg cell to form the zygote. Okay, the process is known as fertilization, which the offspring possess the characteristic or the traits from the parents. That is under reproduction and inheritance. Next, let's have the regulation or homeostasis. Homeostasis is the maintenance of constant internal conditions. All living organisms must live in a stable environment. Our body maintain homeostasis. The hypothalamus regulates the temperature and change in osmotic pressure. So, our body can regulate the temperature. There is a If you are normal, the regular body temperature is 37 degree. Lower than that, then higher than 37 point something, there's something wrong. It is an indication that something wrong with you. It's either merong infection or there's something wrong in the body. And then the pancreas regulates the blood sugar, which is very important in the biological process, the production of the insulin. And then we have also here the kidneys maintain the water balance. So our body, all living organisms must live in a stable environment, which is the internal balance. It is regulated. Okay. So in adaptation, living things need to adapt because the environment where they live varies, constantly changes. So here the example, normally adaptation, in order to survive, the animals adapt their environment. Okay? Like this illustration in desert area, that animal, na ano niya yan, na kakapag-adapt siya sa environment, in order to survive. Same also with this. In cold place, normally to adapt in a cold place, the body of that animal produce thick fur. Kumakapal yung fur nila. And another way, another camouflage ability of some animal to change color and body structure in order to blend with their environment. So here, look at this kind of animal, which is almost the same with the color of the of the trunk of the tree. Okay, yan. Halos kakulay na niya. Okay, in order to survive, to avoid predators. Ayan. So that is under adaptation. And then here we have the evolution. So evolution and adaptation are related. They are related. Evolution is the change in living things over time. The genetic makeup of population of a species changes. It accounts for both diversity and all the unity of life. So in evolution, normally, the organism evolved to adapt their environment. Okay, to adapt their environment. So like the evolution of the horse. So the modern horse evolved from Pleiohippus. By the way, based from the etymology, it is from the word hippo. From the Latin word hippo means horse. So modern horse evolved from Pleiohippus, and Pleiohippus evolved from Merychippus. Merychippus evolved from Mesohippus, and Mesohippus evolved from Eohippus, a dog-like structure with 4 toes. Okay, based from my readings, usually most of the time, this kind of animal run most of the time. Kaya the toes become smaller. The side toes become smaller and useless. kasi hindi niya gaanong nagagamit, then the middle toe develop into a hoof. Okay? So that is under the evolution of the horse. That is under evolution unifying theme. And next is biology and society. In biology and society, the field of science is changing the lives of all organisms through research. So biology helps us to understand the living. The living, the biology helps us to understand the living organism, and then the biologists work to improve the food that we need to cure medicine, to cure disease there and provide medicine, and to protect the environment. So one sample of the product is the COVID-19 vaccine. So that is how biology related to society. Okay, for this activity, um, it is on page 7 to 8. Those who have the module 22, name the unifying theme illustrated below. Show your answer from the words inside the box. So let's have number 1. Choose from the following unifying theme: the biological system, cellular basis of life, interaction with environment, energy and life, form and function, reproduction and inheritance, regulation, homeostasis, adaptation, evolution, biology, and society. So identify the unifying theme illustrated in number 1. Okay? So based from the 10 unifying theme, what is number 1? So again, go back. Hello. Okay, you are there. Conception National High School and Aurora Senior High School. Okay po. So I'm waiting for your answer in number 1, mga anak. Okay. Luigi. Okay, hello. Luigi Chavez Echevarria of Caybiga High School. Hello, Dayan J. Madayag of Tumawini National High School. Meron na po ba? So for number 1, that is... Good afternoon, Nicole Wayapor. Hello, Junray. How are you, Cassandra? Kaya lang, I'm waiting for your answer. Bakit parang antagal or natabunan? Ito, natabunan ng comments at after the discussion. Okay, it's homeostasis, number 1. Number 1, homeostasis. Marjelena Eligan, why homeostasis? Look at this. We discussed last time about this, and based from your answer, based from the illustration, is that homeostasis? Hello? Or kanina pa yon? Okay. Hi, Ma Marcos Chenril. Hello. Christine Grace Sipagan Corpus from Alibadbad National High School. Hindi pala yun, yung sagot niya na homeostasis kanina pa yon. Okay. So, we don't have number 1? Ayun. The cellular basis of life. You are right. Kate Meets. Kaya lang wala kang Kate Meets. You're right. Cellular basis of life. Kate Meets. Who is Kate Meets? Okay, you are right. Chavez, Alvarez, Ibanez, Bayan, Frias. Okay, lahat. Okay, tama na. And then for number 2, okay, Daniela, you're right. Dayag, Dayanan, Alvarez. Okay, right. Now, let us have number 2. For number 2, the hand, and we have the a bird. So for number 2, Okay, you are right. Adrian, you are right. Paulino, you are right. Bejo, you are here. Okay, Napoles. Okay, very good. Salarda, Alvarez. Good afternoon, Catherine of Daniel R. Aguinaldo National High School. So, let's have number 2 na mga anak, which unifying theme illustrated below. What's for number 2? That is evolution. Is that evolution? Look, the hand. What is the use of this? What is the use of your hand? Anong gamit ng kamay? Oh, yan. And then, eto, the bird, meron siyang this part, the wings. And is that evolution? Which is the nearest, which unifying theme illustrated or described or depicted from the picture? So, lahat nag-evolution. How come that evolution? Evolution, it is the formation, evolved through the adaptation. Nag-evolve din itong kamay. Nag-evolve din siya, mga anak. Okay, you're right. Abadok rods, it's form and function. It's form and function. How come? Evolution. Yung kamay niya, pinansulat niya, is that evolution? And then, yung bird na may wings. Okay? That is form and function. Isa lang yung nakakuha. Ayun, nagsunod-sunuran na sila. Pare-parehas na. Then, let's have this. For number 3. Ayan, yung number 3. Ayan, madali yung number 3. Okay. For number 3, that is the evolution. And let's have number 4. Okay, how about here in number 4? How about here in number 4? So, go back to unifying theme, the biological system, the cellular basis of life, the interaction with the environment, the energy and life, the form and function, the reproduction and inheritance, regulation or homeostasis, the adaptation, evolution, biology, and society. So, dito tayo in number 4. Okay, lahat pare-parehas. You are correct in number 3, evolution. How about for number 4? Okay, Adrian, that is energy and life. The transfer of the energy from the sun and then captured by the plant, and then the plant na kinain ng animal, and then the animal na yun ang magiging food naman of a human. So, you are right. Let's have number 5. How about in number 5? So, is that a biological system, a cellular basis of life, an interaction with the environment, an energy and life, formation and function? For number 5 po. For number 5, other option, the reproduction and inheritance, the regulation or homeostasis, the adaptation, evolution, biology, and society. So, is that energy and life? Number 5. Puro pa number 4 itong mga to. So, ayun, may humabol for number 3. And for number 4, Energy of Life by Estera, Katap, Hapor, okay, Alvarez. It's biological system. Is that the interaction in interaction with environment? You are right, Frias and Cassandra. Okay. Ferrer, Tangonan. You're right. Okay, so next. For the ELS activity of the week, you are going to explain the quotation. Your body is not just a body, it's an ecosystem. So you may present your work through an essay or illustration. Send your answer via Facebook, ETUlay ELS with Tutor Tony and Tutor Jules. Dun po sa Facebook page na. Okay, so for the ELS question of the week, last week, here's the question. If you are an environmentalist and was assigned in one of the forests in the Philippines, which happened to be a location of some endangered species, what are the plans that you would organize to ensure the conservation of the species of the flora and fauna present in your assigned area? And here's the mahusay answer of the week. Sino ang mga nakakuha? The best answer, mahusay answer of the week goes to JRL Sagun, grade 11, STEM Gold, of Jones Rural High School, Isabela, under Ma'am IB Pfizer Gabehan. According to him, ano ba nga ba ang sinasabi niyang gagawin niya? I will take part and lead the people in eliminating anything and that might cause harm to the threatened species, and creating actions for their benefits, such as creating man-made mangroves if there are water areas, set out plans depending on what the species need. Okay, thank you, J.R. Sagun. Very good. How about Dayan Joy Madayag? Thank you. Mahusay answer of the week, Dayan Joy Madayag of grade 12 per. From Tumawini National High School, Isabela, under Ma'am Joanne Magallones. Ano naman ang sabi niya? Let's, don't forget the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's be all men of action, volunteer, and make a move to protect our endangered species and conserve for the future. An environment, I will not allow unethical activities to contain our environment to be harmed. Okay, so thank you, Dayan Joy D. Madayan. And let us proceed to bio quiz or the ELS bio quiz for quiz 2 for week 2. Okay, let's have number 1. Continuity of life is explained by, okay, so let us go back to the unifying themes. The continuity of life is explained by evolution, regulation, form and function, reproduction, and inheritance. So what is your answer for number 1? Hello, Mary Jane Crisostomo Malyari of Cabatuan East District, Diamantina National High School. Hello. And Hannah Shell. Hello, Hannah Shell. Same. Mary Crisostomo, parang inulit lang. Hello, everyone. Danica Alvarado, good afternoon. From Helium, Daniel Aragonaldo National High School. And then from Pinagkawitan Integrated National High School, Cassandra De La Cruz, Katap. Hello, anak. So, meron na ba tayo for number 1? Can you identify for number 1? It's letter A. Is that evolution? Girly Kasanya? Is that evolution? Can you still remember the evolution? Evolution. The gradual development of the organism, continuity of life is explained by evolution, which is the best answer. Is that evolution, regulation, form and function, reproduction, and inheritance? So, according to Yapper, it's letter C. Francis Kilbayan, evolution. Puro sila nag-evolution. Ayan, si Napoles, it's letter B, regulation. Magkakaaway ang mga sagot. And why it is evolution? It is a gradual development. Continuity of life is explained by Yapor. It's letter C. Form and function naman. And then, Mark Junri Napoles, your answer is D, reproduction and inheritance. Okay, you are right. Mark Junri Napoles. And who else? Siya lang. Yun. And then, followed by Lastra, Peony May Napoles, and who else? Okay, si Napoles. John Ray Napoles, siya lahat. Siya lang. Mia Estera, okay? And then, Katap, Cassandra Katap. So, let us proceed to number 2. Living things are considered organisms if they possess which of the following characteristics, okay? So, discussed by Tutor Tony last time, and explained further today. So, is it A, grow and develop? Failure. B, failure to produce offspring. C, absence of orderly structure. D, incapability of adapting to changing environment. Again, living things are considered organism. Kailan natin masasabi na living things ang isang organism if they possess which of the following characteristics? So, is it A, we are now in number 2. Okay, mga humabol sa number 1. Ayun, A, B, C, D. Yes, Ibanez, you're right. Sa number 1. Orihino, sige. Okay, so number 2 na tayo, guys. Okay, so yung mga nahuli, tama naman na lahat. For number 2, characteristic of living organism. It's letter D. Number 1 pa rin. Naka-D. Ang haba ng mga sagot. Okay, proceed na tayo sa number 2. Wala pa rin ang number 2. So, D, Salarda, Patigayon, Francisco, Rosario, I, AC, Sipagan. Dun sa number 1 kanina, natapos na natin ito kanina. Hello, from section Socrates, from Aurora Senior High School. So, for number 2, meron na ba tayo? Kate Mitz, it's letter A. Who else? Number 2, C, Napoles. And then, Marjorie Napoles, 2A. Okay, 2A. So, may nag-C, may nag-A. Okay, D. The correct answer, it's letter A. Grow and develop. Bakit why your answer is number 1 pa lang tong iba. So, why your answer is letter C? Nasaan ba yung C? Absence of orderly structure. It's the characteristic of living organism. Ayun, lahat na naka-A. Okay? So, next, let's have number 3. For number 3, which of the following best explains why humans sweat when they feel hot? Is it A, ability to grow, B, ability to respond, C, ability to use energy, D, ability to maintain the internal environment? So, which of those best explains why humans sweat? Bakit? So, for number 2, continuation, ang haba ng A. Sige po, A, okay. Pero sa number 2, meron pa rin nahuli. So, A, Manis A, Bayanan. Okay, let's have number, Cassandra Katap, A, Orlijan A, very good. So, number 3 na tayo mga anak. Okay, for number 3, mahabang A to, mula Mindanao hanggang Luzon. Ang haba ng A natin for number 3, it's letter. Wala pa rin pumapasok for number 3, it's number 2, puro letter A, ang haba ng letter A. Okay, so let's have number, ayun, yung iba walang number. Don't forget to type the number of your answer. For number 3, mga anak, maraming sumasagot. It's letter C. Nicole Y. Yapor. Who else? Okay. Chu. Letter C. Letter C. Who else? For number 3. Yapor C. Orly C. Wala nang iba. Okay. Number 3. D. Okay. Luisa Joy Pua. The correct answer is letter D. You're right, Luisa Joy Pua. So number 3, ayan, sunod-sunod na, letter D na lahat. And then number 4, living organisms cannot live alone. They are interacting with the abiotic factors for sustainability of life. Which of the following is considered as an abiotic factor? So if you can still remember the abiotic and abiotic based from the illustration and explanation, can you still remember? So which is considered as abiotic factor? A, bacteria, B, plants, C, light, D, man. For number 4, hello, Adrian. Hello, Napoles. Number 4, okay, mabay pa rin sa number 3 pa rin, yung nakikita kong sagot. Number 4 na tayo. Again, living organism cannot live alone. They are interacting with the abiotic factors for sustainability of life. Which of the following is considered as an abiotic factor? Okay, number 4. Ang haba ng letter ng number 3. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin number 4. Waiting for number 4, mga anak. Okay. Hello, Colyado, Estera. Okay, sa number 3 pa rin. Number 3, Salvador, De Guzman, Estera, Tilio. Kumusta ang number 4? Okay. Heronko, your answer, letter C, it's light. And then, Yapor, your answer is A, bacteria, abiotic. Pag sinabing abiotic, refers to the materials or the thing around the living organism. Sagot mo, bacteria. That is under living organism. I'm referring to abiotic factor. So, the answer is letter number 4, roads. Abalos, roads. It's letter C. Okay? Abalos, roads. Paulino, yan. Si Atienza, your answer is C. You're right. Kate Mitz, it's letter C. Okay? Daniela, it's letter C. For number 5, it is a unifying theme of life science that explains the improvement of lives of all organisms through research. So is that adaptation? Is that an inheritance? For C, it's an energy and life. Or D, it's biology and society. For number 5, it is a unifying theme of life science that explains the improvement of lives of all organisms through research. Ano yun? So, which unifying theme? Is that adaptation, inheritance, energy and life, biology, and society? So, alin dyan, mga anak? Hello, watching from Quirino National High School. Jo Marie Ariola Gonzalez. Anak, sumagot ka or type your answer in number 5. Hello to Prince Angel Borromeo from Jones Rural High School under Ma'am Ivy. Okay, number 5 na tayo, mga anak. Sige. Good afternoon from Lalawanan National High School, Isabela. Shout out po kay Ma'am Kamayo. Hello, Ma'am Kamayo. Teacher namin sa Earth and Life Science, ma'am. Okay. Na-shout out na. Hello, Ma'am Kamayo. For number 5 na tayo, mga anak. Okay, still sa number, pa rin to? Sa number 4 pa rin ang nakikita ko. I'm still waiting for number 5. Okay, Mariam Aranyo, sige. Try. Shane Bautista, Adrian, Katap. How about number 5? Hello to Natalna Jones, from 12 Natalna Jones Rural School, Ma'am Gemaline Fronda. And from Alibadbad National High School, 12 Sapphire. Meron na po bang 5? For number 5, okay. Idong, okay, meron na tayong nakitang number 5, that is letter D. You are right, Natalia Lynn Idong. And Nicole Y. Yapor. So, let us end this session by this quotation. Each one of us matters, has a role to play, and makes a difference. Each one of us must take responsibility for our own lives, and above all, show respect and love for living things around us, especially each other. By Jade Goodall, English primatologist and anthropologist. So, bawat isa sa atin, we have our own role. Merong role ang bawat isa. Kahit sino pa man, si Marites or Marisol, or whatever the characteristic they possess, meron at merong ginagampanan ng bawat isa sa atin. So, we have to show respect, love for the living things, and especially respect to one another. Okay, the references, and please support the Team Mahusay Senior High School Science for the first semester, and your feedback matters to us. We openly welcome your feedbacks, comments, complaints, suggestions, and concern about what we are doing well and what you think that we could do better. So you can send in tinyurl ETUlay Facebook form, or you can use this. Then, thank you. Up next, from 4:40 to 5:20, the Media and Information, Literacy Monday, and General Biology 1, 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and good afternoon. Ayan.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!